Thank you so much for your contribution and your feedback of the mClassic RGB Collection launch. Today I'm going to do a live demonstration of the pre-production sample. Let's get started. I've got mClassic OG connected to GameCube and a 4K OLED TV. LG. So right now GameCube is in pass-through mode, mode 1. The processor, all the enhancer is off. I'm turning on mode 1, which is mClassic OG switch mode, known to do really good processing on 720p. We can clearly start to see one of the first level of processing, but it's not retro enough. We go into mClassic retro mode, OG retro mode, and it looks amazing. The aspect ratio, all the processing has been turned on. Now let's switch to mClassic retro. So I'm going to switch. So now I'm getting into the green. It looks amazing, but it's actually mode 1. It looks exactly as retro mode on OG, mode 1 of mClassic retro, right? Looks amazing. Now let's go further, and I'm very excited where we have massive new algorithm developed where we call mClassic Vintage Processing, and this is Vintage right now, Vintage OG, and it's fantastic. It's amazing. This is the way you remember it on the CRT screen. I go back to mode 1, OG mode, and now Vintage mode. It's amazing. And Vintage Plus. So what we've done is we created all this new massive algorithm to recreate not only, to remove all the artifact that there is on the 4K screen that you start to see in the OG, which is great, but it's not enough. Now the challenge of the algorithm is not only to create a beautiful image, a beautiful experience, but to recreate the true experience. Now let's get into mClassic switch, right? So I'm going to switch the inputs, right? Now I've got the switch connected to the mClassic switch, right? I'm in mode 1, it looks amazing. It actually looks exactly the same way as I was showing switch on OG mode. So mClassic OG switch mode, where the LED turn green, is the default mode of the mClassic switch. It looks amazing. Now what we've done, the same as we've done with retro, we developed completely new massive algorithm where instead of focusing on removing only the artifact that you can see on a 4K screen as a result of poor upscaling, poor processing, we took it to another level and we said, how can we get closer to the handheld gameplay experience on a big screen? And here it is. And I hope you love it. It looks amazing. Before, look at the rendering. After, boom. It's amazing. And I'm really looking forward for all of you to try it. This is mClassic Switch Enhance. This is Enhance Plus. In summary, you've got free mClassic. You get the OG, which is good for pretty much as a plug and play for all your game console. It has the processor off. It's got one mode where the massive algorithm is doing its magic on 720p source, so it works really well for Nintendo Switch. It's got one mode which is retro, and what we've done is we developed completely new massive algorithm where it's completely dedicated for Nintendo Switch or retro play. One question that comes over, can I really use Switch for retro or retro for Switch? The answer is no. It's not really optimal, and I can show you very quickly why. So right now this is mClassic Switch, but obviously if I start to get a retro source, it looks completely off. The aspect ratio are wrong, and I would not recommend it. So if it's to play retro and Switch, OG is the way to go. And the same if we're gonna go into mClassic retro, right? Amazing for retro gameplay. Default mode, OG. Vintage Plus, right? And Vintage Enhancer, right? Looks amazing. However, if I want to use retro mode, the mClassic retro for Switch in dock mode, it doesn't look right. Right? The algorithms are not optimal. Not only the aspect ratio is wrong, but on top of that, the algorithm is not done. So this is, I hope this is clarifies some of the fundamental differences between mClassic OG, Switch and Retro. Stay tuned, we're gonna start to release a lot of gameplay capture, Retro and Switch. Please give us your feedback. We're looking forward for you to actually try the device. Thank you so much.